to seek and to save. Make disciples. The command from Jesus is to make disciples. Period. That's Jesus. Make disciples. Not wear three-piece tuxes and get up in front of you and preach. Not what Jesus said. Matter of fact, he walked into that house with dirty feet. And they had to wash his feet off. But Martha was distracted. She came to him and asked, Lord. She had the audacity because she was in her flesh. Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all this work? She's talking to the creator of all that work, the guy who made it all. And he's like, yeah, I did. She actually has this audacity too, I noticed. And I've noticed this in the world a lot. Tell her to help me. This woman is telling Jesus to do something. Telling Jesus to do something. Oh, man. Could you imagine the look on Jesus' face? He's like, you have no idea who I am. But I still love you, child. I still love you. Tell her to help me. And he looks at her, and I love this part. He goes, Martha, Martha. Not Martha. Martha, Martha. Because he was trying to get her attention, you see. Because she was so busy amongst all the things. Notice he didn't say stop. He didn't say stop. What she was doing was good and right. He didn't say stop. He said, Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset. Worried and upset. Some of the biggest things the Lord tells us not to do. Do not worry about tomorrow. Okay? And then she's getting upset. And she's got Jesus right there, and she's upset about many things. Many things. Many things. There were many things going on in the house while Jesus sat there with all of his disciples teaching. Many things. But only one thing is needed. This is the key. Jesus says only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better. And it will not be taken away from her. Mary had chosen Jesus. Mary was found faithful at the feet of Jesus. Just the action in itself has been found faithful. Mary didn't say anything. This is Mary of Bethany. She didn't say anything at all. She was found faithful just sitting at the Lord's feet. Can you say that about yourself today? Have you been found faithful? Because if you're sitting at the Lord's feet, what's going to happen is you're going to learn. You're going to learn exactly what he's teaching because you're right there zoned in. Nobody around you is distracting you from the love that is Jesus Christ. Nobody is distracting you from the mission that is Jesus Christ. That is our only mission. You know that, right? It's Jesus. It's to love Jesus. To point others towards Jesus. You know, when you start preaching and all that, you learn the technique and all that happiness, and there's different techniques out there to preaching. I found a couple that I like. Expositionarily, just kind of go walking down through the verses. I really like doing that, just like I just did. But this is sitting at the feet of Jesus, really studying. I've been in these verses for 3 weeks, Miranda. 3 weeks. Just, Mary has chosen what is better. What's that tell me? Sometimes my focus isn't right. And if anybody went shopping Friday, did anybody go shopping Friday? Some say I am, but to do this job, you got to be, okay? And that's what Dr. Ernie told me. You got to be crazy if you want to do this. And I said, God just called me to it. I did go out with my wife. We ended up staying in Jackson. My family's from Jackson, so we stayed in Jackson, and had a beautiful time with my family, and got to have Thanksgiving with my 93-year-old grandfather. He's getting around kind of slow, so be in prayer for him. That was really sweet, though, to be able to be there with them and the whole family. We got a large family now. Wow. I mean, we've grown, because I'm a granddad. Did y'all know that? Exactly, Mark. Thank you. So, yeah, it's grown even more, and there's just so many different families. We're waiting for the Nelsons to get there, and then, of course, I'm already there. I get there an hour before they get there, and then the Nelsons show up, and then my other sister's there and her family, and we've got all these little ones running around, and I'm just sitting on the couch trying to stare at the TV and zone them out. They're not there. They're not there. And then one of them screams bloody murder, and you're like, oh, they are there. Wow. But I did find myself sitting on that couch at the feet of Jesus. During all that commotion, I found myself at the feet of Jesus. We had football on. Everybody watched football. The Chiefs should have lost. I don't care what you say. But they didn't. My wife's a Chiefs fan. Pray for her. And then Friday, we went out. We stayed in Jackson, like I said. We went out and went shopping. And oh boy, I'm a people person, Mark, because, in our position, we kind of have to be, relatively one-on-one. How you doing? We're very talkative and easygoing. But around a lot of people on a Black Friday, and it should be called Black Friday, and it just needs to stay that way for the rest forever, because it's bad. It's bad. It'll bring the sin right out of you. Whoa. Your pastor was tempted many times Friday, and I wasn't even out but for half of the day. Not even half of the day. Oh, I went to one store. The one was enough. See, this is why you don't bring your wife to church. Just kidding. That was a joke. I did go to one store, and it was Hobby Lobby. I love Hobby Lobby. It's a good Christian store. They didn't have the painting I was wanting, and it sold out. But that's okay. Maybe next year. But we did go to Hobby Lobby. Thank the Lord it was not packed, Randall. I pulled into that parking lot, and I said, oh, Jesus, you have been listening. Walked right in, had a good time with the whole family. But Mary, let's get back to Mary. Mary of Bethany. Remember, there's like 7 Marys. And we'll do a study sometime on the 7 Marys. And you'll get to see all the different attributes they have. It's really neat. We'll put you in there too, Mary. I'll put you in there too. There you go. There you go. But guys, as we move forward, through this December, we got a lot of preparations to make. We got a lot of different things happening, and we're going to be going to a lot of different places and traveling and seeing family and doing things. Don't forget to sit at the feet of Jesus. Don't get tied up in the glitter and the glam of big box stores and Christmas time and lights. It's not about that. You know, it's about Jesus. It's about his birthday. That's what we're celebrating. The birth of our Christ. Nothing else. So stay at his feet. Stay at his feet. Miss Gail, you can come. I'm going to pray. Ma'am. Oh, yeah, I forgot we did do that. But let me pray. And then, Owen, you can shut off the YouTube live too. Thank you, Father.